Your baby mama was already disrespectful. I already had to slide her. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we're not doing all that. Nope, 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 nope. We're not doing all that. So we arguing about that. The daughter had to be there about 3, and I was already getting ready. It was like 1:30, and I was getting ready, to get up out of there. So I ended up leaving. Yeah, I ended up leaving. He ended up getting his daughter. I gave him a couple dollars for his daughter. You know, I ain't gonna do the baby like that. But I guess they hung out. He took her somewhere, Chuck E. Cheese or something like that. But just know, y'all, my phone was on 10 the whole time. He couldn't even focus on the child because he was too busy trying to find out what I was doing and where I was at and what I got on and where I'm at. Listen, I was everywhere. I had to went to Tampa. We had to slid across the Bradenton. We was going all type of places. We were going to different flea markets and all type of stuff. Like, come on, let me enjoy myself. You know, I done got up on something and I can live life for a little bit, you know, even though it's the wrong way. But hey, like I said, you got to do what you got to do. You're a single parent. Do what you got to do. Sometimes you got to take chances. A lot of people take chances. You can't judge people when they take chances because that's a chance they took. But yeah, that day didn't go too well. We just kept going back and forth on the phone. He kept arguing with me, kept arguing with me, kept arguing with me. So I ended up going back home. And when I got home, he wasn't home. So I was like, okay, he's still with his daughter. So I went on ahead and took a shower and tried to put up some of my shit before he got there so he don't be nosy. You know, I'm trying to hide a couple purses, you know, just blend it in whatever I already had in there where the food don't pay attention. And really, he did. He ain't found out. He don't be into that. He's so into me physically. And he can't even pay attention to what I got in there. I can have a man hiding in the closet. He wouldn't even know because he be so busy up my butt. But I wouldn't do nothing like that, y'all. I wouldn't do nothing like that. I'm not like that. But so with that being said, so we end up linking back up. He came back home. I took a shower. His daughter came. I played with her a little bit. And we just went to bed. Like, we just went to bed and everything played out well, and that's just what it was. Daughter went home the next day. We didn't argue about nothing. He didn't say nothing. You know, he knew I was in a position where I could just pack up and leave. And that's what I was gonna do. I was already plotting. I was already talking to my homegirls about it. I was like, look, I'm gonna get enough money. I'm gonna leave this fool. I'm gonna leave this fool. I'm gonna leave this fool where he sit. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna take my little formula and I'm finna go. Cause you ain't finna be in my way. I'm telling you right now, I've been with the prison messing around with this man. I'm telling you, I would have been with the prison. Been with the prison. Thank God. Just thank God it didn't go down like that. But I'm gonna let y'all know, when you with somebody, don't let them do you any type of way. These type of men you don't want to run into. And some of y'all ladies think it'd be fun. Like, oh, you got somebody that really love you. He don't really love you. He really like telling you what to do. That ain't love. Just let him go. One thing I learned, you can't mess with my mental. You ain't gonna mess with my mental no more. Nobody ain't messing with my mental. I'm not gonna let them mess with my mental. Like, no, you can't do it no more. And you know, I hadn't just got fed up after that. You know, I hadn't came up on something. It's time to go. I should have been left. But I felt like I was in a position where I needed his little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? I needed his little bit of money. But what came behind it, it wasn't good. I understand it wasn't good. And I know y'all gonna come at me in the comments. Just give it to me raw, because right now I'm at a point in my life where I'm learning. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning, I'm understanding, and my ears are open to whatever's need to be said, because there's a lot of people out here going through this, and I hope that I inspire somebody, or my story touch somebody who may be going through something similar. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got different things that they go through. Some may be seen worse than others, and others maybe seem less, but it don't matter if it's worse or less. You shouldn't be doing it anyway. Keep your hands to yourself. You know, watch what you say to people, because you end up losing out on good people in life, and then you be stuck back there down in the same position that you was in when you had somebody else with you that was trying to build, but instead you were trying to breaking down the house, and that's what it is. He really broke it down, because I don't know, I just saw something in him. He didn't see it, but I don't know. I just went through it. I went through it, y'all. I don't understand. But we're going to get back into it, y'all. I got to finish summing this up with y'all, because it's a lot more to say. And we're going to go ahead and get through it, because I had to get through it. I'm still going through it. But I feel like I said, after I release some of this stuff that been on my brain that I ain't really told nobody, and nobody don't want to listen, you know, that's about people not keeping it real. When they don't want to listen to nothing you got to say, they ain't keeping it real. And I really ain't found nobody that keep it real with me like that, you know. So I just want to let the world know. Since you don't want to talk to me physically, let me just go ahead and put it out there, because people going to think what they think. They're going to think you always something when you're not something, because guess what? You went through something. Remember that. And I'm going to say this again. When you fall in love, it brings lies. And when lies come, you learn a lesson. And like I said, this was a big ass lesson right here. And when I tell you I learned from it, I learned from it. I learned from this part because, you know, I got a few more things, but y'all stay tuned. And that's real talk.